Good afternoon. My name is Craig Cook, and I'm coming to you from the law offices of Craig L. Cook. And I want to talk to you today about how to handle a hit and run accident in both Arkansas and Oklahoma. What I mean by hit and run accident is where you have a situation where you are not at fault, somebody hits you, causes damage to your car as well as your person, and leaves the scene of the accident. So here are some things that you can do to try to alleviate that and maybe get that person caught or investigated by the police and subsequently try to be able to get money damages from them or their insurance carrier. If that happens to you, get as much information as you can and contact the police and tell them who they are, what direction they were going in, what they look like, etc. And hopefully with that description, and if there's damage to their vehicle, that they'll be able to track that person down, person or persons down, and get it completed that way. Another way that you may have a it's not hit and run, but a situation that you don't want to fall into. Let's say, for instance, you're in an accident on a thoroughfare and the person says, oh, don't turn this over to insurance. I'll contact you later and give you my insurance information. Don't do that. Make sure that you call the police when you have any type of accident so that they come and document that you had the accident. Because what ends up happening, if you don't have the police there to document that accident, then they will sometimes, insurance carriers will take the position it never occurred. So you got to make sure that you document the accident. One other thing in regards to a pure hit and run, make sure you take pictures of your vehicle at that time, where it's at, situation on the road. Obviously, don't be standing out in the middle of the highway and doing this. If your vehicle can move and you've been hit and ran, then you might move it over, take pictures. But if it's disabled, obviously you cannot do that. So, as with all other accidents, before you start taking pictures, etc., always contact the police immediately. Then, before they get there, you can take some photographs if you're able to do so. Whether it's a hit and run accident or any other type of accident, make sure that if you are injured, the body is injured, that you go to a physician. If you feel like you need emergency treatment, go to the emergency room right then. Make sure you tell them all the things that is wrong with you after the accident. A lot of times, people will have what's called primary and secondary injuries in automobile accidents. For instance, somebody may hit their head while in an automobile accident and they think, oh gosh, that is my big problem. And that injury may mask another more permanent injury that may be with your neck or your thoracic, which is your mid-back, or lumbar back, which is your lower back. Make sure that when you feel anything, when you go to the physician, whether it be the emergency room, the next day to your primary care physician, whomever, that you document specifically what is wrong with you and why you're in there, even if you think it's a minor thing, because that minor thing may become a major thing later on. Again, if you're involved in a hit and run accident or any other type of accident in either Arkansas or Oklahoma, contact us at the law offices of Craig L. Cook, 479-783-8000. Thank you.